Hello and welcome to my reaction to the final episode of Squad Princess, so episode 24. Just watched the two last one. What a second part of episode 23. Yeah, Pacific has been stabbed. I think she will be fine. As I said, I expect a happy ending from this show. How exactly she's going to be fine, we'll have to see. I would expect something to do with that peacemaker, because I'm not sure what she is, but I'm gonna assume she's a peacemaker that look like her. Shannon and Lucy Phyllis went to fight Socom, I think they call him, and there's still the question of CZ. We've already seen quite a few scenes of her adopting herself, so I still think she might be able to be turned, and go back to maybe being Swin. I think that was her name. And yeah, now everyone's gonna have to fight. This is the final episode, the climax. I expect some characters to die from our main group. Yeah. As always, I do my review of the show in this video after the reaction. Once again, thank you, Nebula9, if you're watching this. You're the one who recommended me this when I made my video asking for recommendation a while back. And yeah, that was a show I had never heard of, so it's kind of a rarity. And obviously, I can say that I really enjoyed it, so thanks for that. Anyway, let's watch this. It's the 24th Squad Princess. Last time for this great opening. In 3, 2, 1. Give me a minute. I was just getting the DVD that if you've seen my 1.5-hour episode of my collection, I found like a week or two after you, Nebula9, recommended me this show. So yeah, in my review, I look again at this box, now having the context of the show, the character and everything. Yeah. Let's do this. Symphony of Those Who Protect. That's a great title. Oh, sees. Now is the time to make the decision. Oh, the bug guy. can't do shit. And now we're going to actually pray. Stormtrooper accuracy. Well, I don't care about that guy. It's terrible. Like, she made up her mind to finally meet your brother, and that's what happens. It's terrible. I feel pretty bad for her. Even if she's dead, she's not. I won't believe it until the last second of the episode. Oh. Interesting. Oh shit. The ward. Self-contained mode. This is literally the end of Evangelion now. I never really think of pointing it out, but the music has always been great in this show. Okay. So Socom is dead. Oh, that was Swin's voice. Can she get some redemption in some way? Alright. Okay. I imagine she's going to meet a double, a white double. Alright, whatever. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Alright. Celia. Oh. Is she the goddess? Time for some answers. Really? Like what? Alright. We're talking about the war with the alien, right? I'm gonna assume, yeah. Okay. After seeing that she looked like Pacifica last episode, I was thinking that Pacifica was already someone from that time, so maybe the other character were too. I'm not too surprised. Things make more sense to an extent. I still have some question, but that's way too deep of a question to be able to answer, I feel like. Fair enough. That wasn't a bad answer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still confused about some stuff, but I feel a bit better than before. Damn. Fuck prophecies, is all I have to say. Giving back Pacifica. Good answer. Okay. I'm fairly overwhelmed, to be honest. Obviously, I'll talk about everything after a while. Him too. I was going to say, if you can bring back Pacifica, can't you bring back everyone that died? For this bullshit? It is time for tears, yeah. This fucking guy should have stayed dead, but hopefully that means that Fule and their parents or something are brought back too, and everyone that died. That would be kind of dumb. Why would they bring back this guy and not everyone else? Okay. Oh, that was supposed to be a flash forward. Really, this fucking guy doesn't deserve to be a king. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. Nice. It was one hell of a journey. I still don't remember, but I guess it was from Fule. I don't want it. I don't like this guy, but I think it's meant to happen. No? Really? Okay. I was pretty sure this was going to happen. Okay, that's it. Really. Let me sit through the ending, gathering what I think and everything, as always. It's a weird thing to end the show with. Okay. So in the background I was typing Scrap Princess ending explained to see if I could maybe get a bit more of a clear explanation. I see a lot of people comparing it to the Matrix, which I guess is somewhat, yeah, I guess. I mean, what I get from this ending is that, bear with me. So I guess first what I'm confused about is who she is, this mouse, Mother, sorry. Clearly she looks like Pacifica, but she calls Shannon and Rockwell a little little brother and little sister. At least not the current Rockwell and Shannon, not the one from this time, the one from their time when there was this alien invasion or something. But what was she? I don't really understand, because was she? I mean, how is she? How is she? Is she? I don't know. I'm still a bit confused, to be honest. Is she an artificial intelligence? But then why would she call them like little brother and little sister? Wouldn't there be like its master or the creator or something like that? That confused me. And what I don't understand either is how, for example, Rockwell and Shannon look exactly the same as the people from her time. I mean, she said it's been 5,000 years, and only now she basically did something so that two people are born that look exactly like them. Why now? And why is Pacifica born now? You know, the Scribe Princess, the ultimate weapon, well, not weapon, the thing that could, you know, end everything. Why is she born now? There's a bunch of questions like that. But to be honest, I don't care that much. It's more like I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, you know, this deciphering and understanding when it's kind of confusing like that. My brain just doesn't do the math right. So I don't really care, because I was more about this series being fun than anything. I don't really care about being slightly confused about that kind of stuff. So I don't care that much. It was a bit of a weird epilogue, a bit sudden, and I mean, it felt like it was only a couple of months. Usually we get a few years later epilogue. Clearly Winya was with Chris, so I guess that worked out. Definitely surprised that no one actually died in this final battle. I think it's fairly stupid. At least Pacifica, it makes sense that she would be brought back, but the brother, I don't understand why he would be brought back, but no one else would. Maybe because they just died, I guess. That would be the reasoning. I absolutely think it's a terrible decision to have him as king, especially after what he's done. I don't think there is any reason you should forgive him like that. He was not, I mean, he was brainwashed, but like, not with magic, brainwashed by being talked to. And yeah, I think he's too weak to be a king when he's been brainwashed like that. I think it's a terrible choice, but who cares? I guess since I don't like Leo much, I'm happy that they don't end up together, at least in this epilogue, but I'm sure you can assume that they will at some point later. I know it's based on light novel. I'm gonna the light novel also ended in 2003, so I'm gonna assume the ending is the same. Unfortunately, I don't think it's translated the light novel or anything, so I don't think I can find the final chapter to see if the epilogue is different in any way. I feel like there's some more character I would have liked to see an epilogue. Like, we never got any update again about the fake Scribe Princess in the mountain. Whatever happened to Sis? Is she just dead? That's it, he killed her? Yeah, I still have some question, I guess, that I left a bit unanswered, but when I think about it, I'm not that bothered by it. When I think of Scribe Princess, I always think, man, that was a fun show. I can't believe how much I enjoyed it. To tell you how much I enjoyed it, I've literally watched it in 4 days. We're on the 4th day right now. I've watched 6 episodes a day for 4 days. And yeah, it was never like forcing myself to watch 6 episodes. I was enjoying myself, and yeah, 3 in the morning when I wake up, 3 after eating around 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. And yeah, that's how much I enjoyed it. It just flowed perfectly. The episode pacing were always good. Never get bored. Maybe the amnesia arc was a bit too long, I would say. That's maybe the one thing where the pacing was a bit too slow for me. And also definitely the death of Fool, I don't know how you call him. It's such a weird name. that one was also one of the points where I was like, this is a bit weird. Like he barely had time to. He was introduced and he didn't have really have a character arc or anything. It was a love interest that was introduced like that, and it was really cool, and he just died. That was kind of surprising. Anyway, enough rambling about everything. So I'd give this show 8 out of 10. Very, very consistent show in terms of how it looks. I was very impressed by that, but show from that era, I guess it makes sense. Always good looking. The action scene were never the greatest thing. They were always okay. I don't think anything was that great to me. Really like the character design. Pacifica, Rockwell, the blonde girl from the Peacemaker, CZ, yeah, some of the character design I really liked. Outfit wise, mostly I wasn't a fan of most of the outfit in this show, you know. I really liked the red dress that she gets later on, Pacifica, that was a good one. At the start I thought Pacifica would be like annoying. I think the first scene where she was introduced, it seemed like she was really like she would be annoying, but she quickly turned out to be very enjoyable. So yeah, big fan of Pacifica. Shannon was alright. I mean, not much to say. He's just a good guy protecting his sister. He's strong. That's it. Rockwell was a good Onisan Ara Ara. She was a good one. Winya was okay. I never cared that much, to be honest. I especially kind of like not cared about the arc where she supposedly was in love with Chris after she only knew him from being kidnapped for like an hour, and then she went to the city. Same with Chris, his side plot, you know, of slowly like changing his mind about what he's doing and everything. I mean, I understand why it's a good one and it needed to happen, but I just didn't care. That's less about it being good or bad, just I didn't care. The older guy from the church, who's actually a good guy, is cool. Am I forgetting anyone interesting? Yeah, Fule was cool. I just think he was kind of a waste. I don't really care that he died, but more he died without really having an arc complete or anything. It's what it felt like to me. Yeah, some of the music was pretty great. I only mentioned it like in this final episode, but some of the music was pretty epic. I mean, every time you see me start doing that, you know that I like it. As I said, and as you guys know, I love the opening. I also really like the ending. I'm glad actually they didn't change it at the midway point. There is an argument to be made. It could have been a couple episodes longer. The ending was a bit abrupt. I was expecting it to take really place on the 2 last episodes, but it mostly took place on the last episode and like the like 2-3 last minute of the penultimate. But yeah, ultimately what I think of Squid Princess was a very fun journey, extremely full of cliché in some way. At least that's what I was thinking at first. Then they started introducing the science fiction into it, though, like AI and controlled world and the peacemaker and all that shit. And I mean, I'm sure you could say it's cliché in some way, but it started going crazy enough that I wasn't really thinking that anymore. Since I was getting lost a lot of the time when they were trying to do explanation. You definitely noticed that, I'm sure. But yeah, really, I think my favorite part of the show is just the adventure. You know, early on when they were just adventuring, that was pretty nice. Anyway, unfortunately, as I said, I've seen the 2 other anime adaptation of work from this guy, so Outbreak Company, which I enjoyed. It was fine, you know, about this guy that got. I think there's a door to another a fantasy world that get open, and this guy is kind of like the ambassador of Japan, and he's an otaku, so he introduced otaku culture to this world. It's a RM show. It's entertaining. It's not the best. And the other one is Itsugi no Chaika, which is literally the same show as this one. It's about this runaway princess being protected by two siblings, a guy and a girl. And yeah, they're on an adventure. It's the same number of episodes, I think 24. It's from like 2014, and I watched it back then, and I really enjoyed that one. So unfortunately, I can't react to it since I've watched it. And I think I looked yesterday, there's no reaction to it. Hopefully someone will react to it at some point, so I can rewatch it. But yeah, I can't really say whether I like Square Princess or Itsugi no Shaika more. I decided that when I have rewatched Itsugi no Shaika. At least from memory, I would say I like Shaika more because she was more weird. But as I said, it's been 6 years. My taste have developed. I've changed as a person. I mean, I was 16, 22. So yeah, I need to watch the show to be sure about it. Anyway, what else can I say? Great voice acting. As I said, Pacifica was great. There were times where I was thinking it was Kana Anazawa for some reason. I don't know if any of you guys could sing that at some point, but yeah, there was point I was like, man, this really sounds like her. But yeah, so I think I've rambled enough. Thank you again, Nebula9, if you're still watching. That was definitely a great recommendation. So now let's look at the box. So if you've seen my collection episode, that's 1 hour and a half. I don't remember the number of the episode. It was like 2 weeks after I asked for recommendation. Nebula9 recommended me this show, saying it was one of her, I don't know, favorite. And yeah, 2 weeks later I found this box among many things. So obviously I already reviewed this box, looked at it, but I didn't have the context of having watched the show and knowing anything about it. So yeah, I don't have my screen giving me back my camera, so I can't say if I'm showing it well, but we'll do it like that. So yeah, I like the cover. The font is great. Obviously a bunch of the character, I would say it's missing some. The back is pretty basic, nothing interesting to say. Here's the side. The DVD are still under wrap. I don't think I'm going to open them. I don't think there's much to say inside. The first one, Rockwell and Pacifica. The background are very interesting. The second one, Winya and Chris. And the third one, a ship to me, to some extent, that didn't happen. So Shannon and CZ. That umbrella scene was definitely the one that made me think, is this a ship? And yeah, the behind is not that interesting. So yeah, I could say I'm definitely glad to have this box now that I've watched the show, because I actually really like the show, so that's cool. I don't have to go out of my way to buy it. I don't even know if I could find it. Yeah, maybe I could get a figure or two of this show one day, if I ever have the money. Let me try to look if I can find if there is any figure. Pacifica would be nice. I don't know what other character I might care about. I would say it's definitely not like one of my top figurine buy that I would go for, you know. If I become rich, maybe, but Square Princess. Holy shit. No, okay. No, okay. I thought it was worth quite a bit, but I'm seeing it's only worth $10 on Amazon. There's another version which is like the collector edition. That's $40. I see a bunch of figures from the US, but they don't have the price because they're not available right now. But they look pretty shit, to be honest. Yeah, they look terrible. Let me show you that figure. What the fuck is wrong with this figure? I guess there might be older figures, but this is terrible. I would never buy that. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it. I don't know what else I can say. As always, it's kind of hard to let go of a show, but it's time. Very enjoyable, very much recommended. I hope, despite me getting confused sometimes, you enjoyed my reaction. I'm definitely not the best reactor in many ways, but I had a good time, and that's what matters, I feel like. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in whatever else I react to. And as always, if you have any recommendation for different show or similar show to this that I might not have seen, as always, you can check my Anime List profile, link in the description. But yeah, I'm always open to recommendation. I don't do requests, but I take recommendation and then I consider them and choose myself, you know. I mean, if you recommend me something, I'm not going to absolutely react to it, you know. As I said, I think about it. Anyway, enough rambling. Nice journey for Scrap Princess. Thanks for watching. See you next time.